Welcome back everyone to another video on GTA 6, and in this one we're going to go through around 75 details you may have missed from the GTA 6 trailer, and there is so much detail in that trailer, so let's get straight into it. So we know GTA 6 will follow the story of Jason and Lucia, a couple who find themselves in the middle of a criminal conspiracy after an easy score goes wrong. Our first protagonist is Jason Devul. He's just a guy looking for an easy life in a world that keeps making things harder. He had a troubled youth, something he attempted to escape by joining the army, but his dark past keeps catching up with him. It seems like these days he's just working in sales and services for the Leonida Marine Center, as we've seen on his t-shirts in a couple of scenes during the trailer. But he's also working for local drug runners as well. Jason falls in love with Lucia Caminos, our second protagonist, and she's recently been released from Leonida Penitentiary, but now that she's out, she plans to build a better life for herself, a life with Jason. Whether that will go her way, I guess we'll find out. Early in the trailer, we're introduced to Jason's landlord, Brian Heder. He's a long-time drug runner smuggling product through the Leonida Keys. He does this via his very legitimate boat business, Brian's Boatworks and Marina, which we see later on in the trailer. The guy who shouts shots at the Rusty Anchor Bar is Carl Hampton. He's a friend to Jason and associate to Brian, and he's got something of a paranoia problem. The gold chain around this woman's neck is your first clue to who she is. Bay Lutz is one half of Real Dimes, a couple of high school friends turned rappers and influencers. Along with Roxy and a new record deal with Only Raw Records, she's hoping to hit the big time in Vice City. Real Dimes' manager is Dre Quan, a hustler more interested in the music business than the city's criminal underworld. Now he has a potentially big hit on his hands, his days booking acts at the Jacko Hart's strip club. Now, talking about the strip club, it is owned by Booby Ike. He's a local Vice City legend. Booby and Draquan are working together using drug and club money to fund a music empire. And finally, the 8th major character we've been introduced to in this latest information drop is Raul Bautista. Raul is a charming and cunning bank robber who works with Lucia on a score. He's a reckless operator, so expect things to go very wrong when you're with him. As the game's website reveals, Jason and Lucia's story begins with a score that goes wrong. We may well be seeing that job in action during the scene in which Jason and Lucia rob the Sin Frontera National Bank, which that scene is just insane, and it kind of reminds me of a scene from Heat. If you've seen that movie, it's just chaos. It looks insane. During the trailer, we do see Jason pick up Lucia from the Leonida Penitentiary. She's wearing her electronic ankle tag as she leaves the prison, which we saw on the game's first key art, and she can be seen wearing it in several other shots in the trailer as well. It seems that as a condition of her release, Lucia may have to do community service. We see her wearing a Leonida Department of Corrections orange high-vis vest in a couple of scenes, including one where she's picking up trash, and this looks like it could be a trash picking minigame. So it's possible, as Lucia, we may have to go and pick up some trash. With Lucia now free, the couple are looking forward to a new life. There's a lot of talk in the trailer about new beginnings and new starts. While girlfriends have been a part of GTA for a long time now, this seems like the first time we'll be experiencing a relationship with a lot of depth. Jason and Lucia seem very into each other, which we saw in a few scenes during the trailer. This duo will certainly be getting to know the ins and outs of Vice City's crime scene as well, and all that time on the inside, however long Lucia had on the inside, didn't seem to put her off doing illegal activities. Like here we can see her blowing up a car, which the visuals look insane, and this is probably from the same mission as well, possibly from where they robbed that bank. Now, talking to the cops, it seems like one of GTA 6's plots will follow a group of corrupt police officers. Like here we see a group of cops who talk about protecting each other. Now, we don't usually have cop cinematics in GTA, so something is going on here. We see that group investigating a filthy building. It could well be the same cops we saw in the bodycam footage from the first trailer. If Raul's involvement didn't give it away, it seems like robberies and heists will once again be a key part of this story in GTA 6, which isn't a bad thing, as for GTA 5, a lot of people love the heist, and it makes sense that Rockstar is going to go that way again. Later in the trailer, we do see a truck dragging what looks like a vault, which reminds me of the scene in Fast 5, where they steal the vault with two vehicles, and that's a pretty cool scene in Fast 5, and I'm so glad Rockstar's kind of taken inspiration from Fast 5 for this scene. While pretty much everything we see in this trailer is taken from cutscenes, there are a few suggestions of things that could be gameplay features. Like early on, we see Jason stealing from a store, taking money from the register. There also seems to be a lot of animals in this trailer. There's a cat in a store, a dog out in the street, and a snake in Jason and Lucia's home. There's raccoons in trash cans. There's iguanas just out in the wild. There's so many. Now the question is, could there be some sort of pet system in GTA 6? I mean, who knows? There are a lot of animals though. We also see Lucia taking part in some kind of cage match. Could there be an underground fighting ring activity available somewhere in Vice City? Fight Club maybe? Which we all know the first rule of Fight Club is not to talk about Fight Club. Jason can be seen bench pressing weights down at the beach. Is the system from GTA San Andreas coming back? I mean, I hope so. Jason also has AirPods whilst working out. Are we able to listen to music when outside of the vehicle? We also had a similar scene in GTA 5 where Michael had earphones in, but we now know that wasn't a feature in GTA 5, and it could be the same for GTA 6. We won't know until it's confirmed. There's also a new screenshot that shows Lucia in the gym. Regardless of if you can work out or not, Lucia will want to flex her muscles when this woman attacks her during this insane scene that looks like it's from Mission Impossible. Don't know what's going on here, but it just looks all crazy. Now, as you'll expect in GTA, it appears that we're going to have several sports minigames available across Vice City. Revealed in a new selection of screenshots, we have mini golf, pool, 8-ball pool, fishing, basketball, kayaking, scuba diving, and dirt bike racing. It looks like there will be plenty of activities to do outside of the main missions. It might not just be outside activities either. Now, in this shot, we can clearly see a video game console. It looks like a PS4 controller with a PS5 lookalike console. Are we able to hang at home and play a few games on the console? Now, it would be pretty cool if we could play the old 3D GTAs in GTA 6. Rockstar did release a GTA Online update where you can play some games inside the arcade. There's a huge open world to explore, and we now know more about the key locations we'll be visiting on the GTA 6 map. Now let's go into detail on some of these places. So first up, we have Vice City itself. Now we're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle and greed of America captured in a single city. Each neighborhood has something to offer, from the pastel art deco hotels and bright white sands of Ocean Beach to the bustling panderas of Little Cuba and the bootleg brands of the Tishawaka flea market. Out to the Vice City port, the cruise ship capital of the world. We also know a little more about some specific establishments in the city. We get a new look at the 919 Vice City Club, as seen in the last trailer. So in trailer 1, there was a plane that had a large banner that read 919 Vice City, Y69 when you can 919, and that is likely based on the real 1111 nightclub. We also get a look at Vice City's sports scenes, with this guy wearing a Manatees jersey which looks like it's based on the real life Miami Dolphins, and we can also just see the bottom of the logo on his cap, which seems to belong to a basketball team. Now a screenshot of Vice City's Sahara Arena lets us know that they are called the Narcos. The screenshot also gives us a look at the modernized Ocean View Hotel, its neighbouring Ocean Beach, and the sign outside of Vice City Airport. Another large area is Leonidas Keys, based on the Florida Keys. The dress code is casual, the bars are loaded. Life in this tropical archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on and pull up a deck chair, but look out, you're right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in all of America. And this is where we'll find Brian's boatworks and marina, presumably the front for Brian's drug running operations. One location we see shown heavily in the trailer is the Rusty Anchor. Alongside this screenshot of its rusty exterior, we can see inside the bar as both Lucia and Jason enjoy a few drinks with Cal. There's also quite a few returning beer brands that are making their way to GTA 6. These include Pisswasser, Stronzo, Pindiajo, Patroit, and a big green sign in the top left for Lager beer. Although it isn't seen at the Rusty Anchor, we do see a couple of Levaza's beer. As Jason and Lucia leave the bar, we capture a glimpse of a concert poster for the Hummers and the Strummers. They're playing the Rusty Anchor on August 24th, which is interesting to know. And finally, in the Rusty Anchor, we see a piece of wood commemorating Hurricane Rotsy. Does this hint at some sort of extreme weather being part of GTA 6? Who knows? A couple more screenshots of the Leonida Keys shows us what other wildlife to expect. These include lizards, mobility scooter, old people, and what looks like the ability to scuba dive with turtles, which looks awesome. Next up we have Grass Rivers. It's GTA 6's wetland area, described by Rockstar as the untamable jewel of Leonida's crown. You never know what lies beneath the surface of this primordial expanse. The gators may be the most famous attraction, but there are far deadly predators and weirder discoveries among the mangroves. We get a glimpse of this location at the end of the trailer as Jason pilots a helicopter over the swampland. He appears to be chasing the same hovercraft we saw in trailer 1. The new screenshots don't tell us much about the Grass Rivers except really reinforce that promises of alligators in this world. We got not only 1, 2, but 3 images of gators, including one here where these guys are pretty much claiming victory over one. Port Gellhorn is Leonida's forgotten coast, full of cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back. But there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold onto your wallet. Port Gellhorn features quite heavily in this trailer. We see Jason and Lucia in an intense car chase here. As well as Lucia sporting a Gellhorn International shirt, does this suggest that GTA 6 could possibly have more than one airport? We also get a good look at the Starlet Motel, which is situated in Port Gellhorn in both the trailer and this new screenshot. The new batch of screenshots also shows us another Leonidas After Dark spot in the form of Delight's Cabaret Club. Seemingly, in the middle of GTA 6's map is Ambrosia. The Rockstar website says, in the heart of Leonida, American industry and old school values still reign supreme. Whatever the cost, the Allied Crystal Sugar Refinery provides the jobs, while the local biker gang provides almost everything else. We saw plenty of people living in Ambrosia, chugging beers and enjoying the mud in Trailer 1, but almost nothing in Trailer 2. What we do have are a handful of new screenshots that give a good look at the final chapter, Biker Gang. We also get a couple of landscape scenes that reinforce that image of industry as fire and smog fills the air. We also have Mount Calagar. It's found in the northern part of the state. Mount Calagar offers a prime hunting, fishing, and off-road trails. In the lush surrounding backwoods, hillbilly mystics and paranoid radicals live far from the prying eyes of the government. Again, we don't see a ton, if any, of Mount Calagar in the trailer, but new screenshots do show us some of that wildlife. We also see signs throughout the trailer for other locations that haven't been detailed by Rockstar yet. These include Southside and Peacock Bay and Marina County and Vice City Dale County. The TV in Jason and Lucy's apartment also gives us a look at somewhere we imagine we'll be visiting 1 or 2 branches quite a bit in GTA 6, which is Ammunition. We always go to Ammunition a lot in GTA, and GTA 6 isn't going to be no different. Now, the TV commercial that's playing is the new version of Phil Cassidy. He's a character seen previously in the era of GTA 3 and Vice City. Back then, he was the owner of Phil Cassidy's fully cocked gun shop, but this new version of Phil finally gives a HD makeover, which appears to be the new owner of Ammunition. Now, also to note, Rockstar doesn't consider the 3D GTAs canon to the HD GTAs. And also, talking about guns, we also do get a sneak peek of the arsenal we might be wielding in this game. These include the return of the Shrewsbury shotguns, and we see Lucia using a grenade launcher to create an explosive pileup when she shoots the bunch of cops chasing her. She also has an SMG here during the heist, which looks amazing. And also, as seen in the Ammunition commercial, there's so many more guns we'll be having in GTA 6. We can spot several major car brands across the trailer, starting with this blue El Camino-like Vapid. The Vapid brand has been seen across all GTAs, but this appears to be a new model. Brian also appears to drive a Vapid, but this time a large GMC-like truck. Now this could be GTA 6 version of the Cara. Also parked at Jason's house is a sky blue car that looks like it dropped straight out of the 50s with its rear fins rounded corners, and it kind of reminds me of GTA 5C. We also see that the house that Jason and Lucia will live in seems to have its interior updated in different scenes. Either we can renovate the house ourselves as the player, or it will be updated as we progress through the story. On a drive through the neighborhood, Jason passes a woman who has a white car with pink paw prints over the hood. The logo in the grille is that of a Mabatsu company, GTA's equivalent to Mitsubishi. The car actually looks a lot like the Mabatsu Sunrise R, which is a popular car based on the Mitsubishi Evo. Out on the docks, we see a Dinka brand boat. This was a brand we previously saw in GTA 5, and it seems like there's a new version of the Predator boat, the Law Predator. In the background of this shot, we can see a metro train travelling along its rail track. In this sequence where the crew is stealing the vault, we can see their score is being dragged by a Bravado Bison 4-door pickup truck. Now look at the detail on this beer bottle on the right. You can see it's just been opened and placed down. As you can see, it's still bubbling, and the detail is actually insane. Parked in front of the Dominion Hotel is what looks like an orange Benefactor Shafter and a bright green Pegasus Tempesta. A buzzard helicopter can be seen chasing an airboat through the grass rivers. And also here, Jason and Lucia can be seen on the Sea Shark jet ski. We can also see Jason riding what seems to be a new Western motorcycle company bike with a classic Dodo seaplane flying overhead. In more specific detail, but when zoomed in, you can get a good look at the Liberty City license plate on this truck. These are inspired by the 2020 era New York plates, which makes sense seeing as Liberty City is based on the Big Apple. You can also see different types of license plates throughout the trailer. Like this one, it looks like it's from Georgia, which I believe Georgia is in GTA 6, far north of the map. And there is a Georgia plate there as well. We have an overhead shot of the car we saw Jason and Lucia using in the previous trailer, which seems likely to be GTA 6's version of the Zeba Turbo. We can also spot a Fly US plane in the sky, a commercial airline seen throughout the GTA series. There are a handful of other tiny details. These include the return of the Cesta soft drink in the convenience store and the Redwood cigarettes stick on the door. We can also see this 420 card as well, if you love 420. The striking mural of the Haitian flag also features what appears to be a message memorializing the people pictured, and it's translated from Haitian Creole, and it reads, "In memory and love." The songs that we heard for the GTA 6 trailer too are Hot Together by the Pointer Sisters, Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson, Child Support by Senglen, Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wong Chung, Talking to Myself Again by Tammy Wynette. Now, for the first time in GTA history, we have a cruise ship in the game. Now, I wonder if this cruise ship is stationary or if we could possibly sail it around. I also can see this cruise ship being part of a mission, maybe some sort of heist. But who knows? Finally, all of this GTA 6 footage in this trailer was captured on PS5, and the game is coming to both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X. So that was a lot of details from the GTA 6 trailer that you may have missed, but comment down below if I didn't actually miss anything, because there is a lot of information Rockstar just dropped on us. But anyway, for more videos on GTA 6, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos, and so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.